Rahul Verma, how do you see it? Do you believe that actually the BJP benefits from it? If anything, it's the JDS which remains the weak part time. We are seeing this in different states, that actually allies of the BJP are not are the ones who could be, dare I use the word, kamzor kadi, or the weakling. The BJP itself benefits from it, and southern Karnataka could be one area where it, plus as Rajat Sethi is suggesting, there will be polarization. The polarization didn't work in the 2023 assembly. Even Bajrang Bali and all these cries of the Prime Minister didn't work. Do you see it happening in a Lok Sabha election? What didn't happen in Vidhan Sabha?
Well, Rajdeep, thank you. Let me make 3 points. First one, in Lok Sabha elections, BJP always has an advantage in Karnataka. And so they have been doing well there. Second point, I think we confuse between split voting and split outcome. See, what happens in Karnataka is that Janata Dal or Janata Dal secular now gets squeezed in Lok Sabha elections, while in Vidhan Sabha elections in different pockets of the state, it gets some vote. And so when it gets squeezed in Lok Sabha elections, what you end up seeing is inflated figures for the BJP in Lok Sabha elections. That is what is happening since 2004. Third point, even when BJP lost in Karnataka last year, BJP did really well in the Bangalore and adjoining area. Of course, not in the deep belt, deep south. And this is where I think an alliance with JDS is going to help them. JDS in some ways was desperate to have this alliance because JDS has been continuously shrinking. And so, yes, it is possible that BJP in alliance with JDS is going to gain more than what JDS can gain from BJP. But for JDS, because it's also a question of survival, that's why they have went into this alliance. I don't think, polarization is always going to be part of electoral narrative of BJP. It will always bring in Hindu-Muslim question. But it alone cannot basically give them the winning edge. As we saw in last 2023 election, BJP did use that narrative and imported many of those instances. But again, because at the local level, the chief minister was not popular, there was charges of corruption and other things. Congress as a party and organization in Vidhan Sabha elections is as strong as BJP. And so BJP had to face a defeat in the 2023 election. So polarization alone is not going to work. What is important is that they have got a right alliance. PM remains very, very popular. And some of these factors that will basically help BJP in Karnataka. Whether they can repeat 2019 performance or not, that still remains to be seen.
That's the question, isn't it, Ramakrishna Upadhyay? Can the BJP repeat 25 out of 28 seats, given the fact that you have in Siddaramaiah, relatively popular mass leader from the Congress, DK Shivkumar, resourceful? Do you believe the BJP can repeat 25 out of 28? Or what is the best case scenario that the BJP has in Karnataka? What's the best case scenario for the Congress?
Well, Rajdeep, I think Congress had a fighting chance in, let's say, about 6 to 8 seats. But this alliance is definitely going to be a evidence for Congress to improve its performance. Because, see, the JDS has 1.5 to 2 lakh votes in every constituency. So even though they won only 1 seat last time, they have 1.5 to 2 lakhs even in North Karnataka areas, which will benefit the BJP, where there is a tight fight with the Congress.
So will they repeat? Do you see the BJP repeating? No,
tomorrow,
do you see BJP?
That is where
do you see BJP repeating 25 out of 28?
And then Bangalore rural and Mysore and all those regions. So this is where the alliance is both the parties. So the Congress will have to really fight hard to retain those seats, especially Bangalore rural, where VK Suresh is fighting against Dr. Manjunath, and it has 6 out of 8 assembly constituencies in rural areas. Where VK Suresh is very strong. But even then, Manjunath is giving a big fight to him because he has very popular doctor and also he belongs to the right family. So that is why it means that
that's a very interesting. We are having some problem with your audio, Mr. Upadhyay. Okay, I just want to mention to our viewers the seat that Ramakrishna Upadhyay just mentioned, Bengaluru Rural, is one seat that will be looked at very closely in this election. That's where water crisis has also hit. Dr. Manjunath is the son-in-law of Deva Gowda, and he's been pitted against DK Suresh, who's the brother of DK Shivkumar. So that's the kind of contest that the BJP will hope to topple the Congress, the one seat that the Congress won in 2019 was Bengaluru rural. But remember, the Congress only won that one seat, so it can only go up, some would say. The BJP, therefore, will be looking very closely at Karnataka in this election. It's the one state that perhaps in the south, the BJP has always pinned its hopes on. 25 out of 28 seats last time. Can it repeat its performance there? We'll look at that closely. Let's move on to our next state that we are looking at in our X factors that goes to the polls tomorrow. And we are now looking at Uttar Pradesh. The big question, of course, now in Uttar Pradesh, we are looking at seats like Mathura, Hema Malini among the star contenders tomorrow, hoping to repeat her success. Will Mayawati split the opposition vote? A number of the constituencies going tomorrow have often had a substantial BSP vote in this part of Western UP. Will Akhilesh Yadav, who's just announced his candidature from Kannauj, galvanize the Samajwadi Party cadres? Will Rahul Gandhi, who's been pushing the caste census and promising revolutionary changes through wealth surveys, will that pitch work? And does the Modi-Yogi double-engine welfare model here give the BJP a decisive advantage? And does Hindutva remain UP's most potent political ideology?